Well,
Darren, how are
everyone's
you?
greatly amused by the fact that Elon Musk getting dragged into the UK Parliament being about as likely as I've seen a, I don't know, pig fly. But, I
He's
mean,
just
we're all
going
big
to
fans.
expose them more, right?
Yes,
I mean,
Yeah.
Hamza Yusuf decided, oh, let's try and put a legal challenge against Musk. And so Elon Musk just laughed and started just taking the mick out of him even more on Twitter. So the Labour Party can just see their poll ratings go down if they start trying to summon Elon Musk. But anyway, I'm sure we'll get to that shortly.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly.
Let's get to it now, and I'll let you comment, Eunice. So there is, I have accidentally no platformed Alex, but there is an empty square, but R.I.P. Now. So this is the article that I came across. Was it yesterday? Yes, the day before rather. And Elon Musk reported in the Financial Times as being potentially facing a summons before the UK Parliament over his role of X, which is a social media platform. They're in his sights as they press for roles chairing key Commons committees. Now, I'm going to just quickly go through, just so you get a sense of where, because I always have a theme, there's always method to my madness, so bear with me. This comes after this weekend in which the Sir Keir Starmer was in Ireland on a state visit for the game that England played against the Republic. And both Sir Keir Starmer and the Irish Taoiseach, they actually pledged to crank down on far-right misinformation. Now, to me, that is, anyone that's advocating or campaigning or demonstrating, whatever you want to call it, protesting against the fact that we have not consented to the mass illegal migration being showed up in our country, and we do not consent to it. We do not want to become the third world. And that is going to be misinformation. You'll be clamped down upon and all these other things. And so this is happening in countries around the world now. Brazil just said X will be banned in the country. You've got the likes of France arresting the founder of Telegram, the messaging app.
Pavel Durov.
Yeah, that's his name. And then you get to the United Kingdom and you think, well, it's a select committee trying to get Elon Musk before it, no doubt talking about disinformation and all these other things. It can't get worse, can it? Well, the Health Committee. Leila Moran has been elected chair of the Health and Social Care Committee. Now, Leila Moran doesn't know who has a penis and who has a vagina. She can't distinguish between biological truth and fact and doesn't actually believe that it's immutable either. She also, I believe, was arrested at one point for slapping her husband, but that can't have been very healthy, but that's a non sequitur. The next one. The Women and Equalities Committee. Both of the MPs that are competing to actually chair this committee say that trans women are women. Labour's Kate Osborne, who is from around this part of the world, and Sarah Owen are seeking election in a vote on Wednesday to head the influential backbench group. Now, in a tweet marking Transgender Awareness Week in November 2020, Owen said, "Trans rights are human rights. Trans men are men. Trans women are women. How very profound." And the Kate Osborne actually had a massive argument in which she accused Kemi Badenoch, who was then Women and Equalities Minister, of saying that the trans epidemic they were diseased or something to that effect. So they are radical activists across women and equalities, across health and social care, across the media, the digital media and sport committee as well. And then this push for disinformation. You can see where I'm going with this, Eunice. I think there is a major, major crackdown on freedom of expression online coming down the tracks. We'll be back in the days when Twitter used to actually ban you for saying that a woman doesn't have a cock.
Yes, exactly. And I just don't know, why are they so afraid? If you're with the truth and if you think you are saying what the people truly believe, why do you want to crack down on people that have a different opinion to you? And as I said, freedom of speech only matters when someone says something you don't like. And this is not about, protecting communities or far right. This is all about control. They don't want people to repeat things that is not part of the mainstream narrative. And that's all it is. And that's why Elon Musk is being attacked, because he has bought Twitter, now X, and people now can have an opinion. They can challenge things. They can challenge the mainstream narrative. They can challenge politicians. And obviously that is a threat to the establishment, and they don't like it. And I really do hope Elon Musk comes to the parliament in the UK, because I think he will expose them, and that will be one of the last days Keir Starmer would be prime minister.
Chloe, a lot of people are saying, well, hang on a minute, they can't extradite. They would have to get an extradition order from the US president or the relevant department to actually sign off Elon Musk being sent over here. But are you telling me that Kamala Harris, as president of the United States of America, and we'll get onto that a bit later, God willing that doesn't happen, but are you telling me that she wouldn't sign the piece of paper to get him over here?
I mean, that's a very good point. I'm no lawyer. I know a little bit of law, but not enough to know for sure exactly what powers the UK has. What I will say is that even if they can't bring him over here, even if they can't convince Kamala Harris to sign a piece of paper to send him over, and I agree she probably would anyway, but if they can't do that, they have the power to ban X in the UK. Even if they can't specifically hold Elon Musk accountable and put him before a court of law here, they can say, like Brazil have said, nope, that's banned in our country. Sorry. You don't adhere to our strict regulations on censorship, therefore this platform is not legal in the UK. They could do that. And that is genuinely terrifying. And if Kamala Harris does it, we'll do it. The EU will do it. Just you wait.
And on that point,
but can
Chloe,
I just quickly say about something about that? Because, in Iran, everything is banned. Instagram is banned, Facebook is banned, Twitter is banned. But that doesn't stop people going on Instagram or Facebook and Twitter. They just use a VPN. So I think it's a losing strategy anyway. You cannot defeat technology. You cannot defeat people accessing information. I feel like that boat has already sailed. And I think all this does is that it actually makes people more sneaky. When you ban something, people will just find other ways to get access to it. And then it will create a whole black market of VPNs where people can just access Twitter that way.
Yeah, and then they go to the deeper, darkest bowels of the internet. But Chloe, what do you think then about both the Women and Equalities Select Committee, two people that believe that trans women are women, and Leila Moran, who is the Health and Social Care Committee, who I can't remember, but I don't think she actually publicly, at least, endorsed the review by Dame Hilary Cass. The review into puberty blockers and child transitioning. So what the hell's going to happen here? She's a Liberal Dem, of course, but across the piece, though, you're saying that actually in positions of power, paid positions of power throughout Parliament, the checks and balances on the administration, it's woker than goodness only knows what.
Yeah, and it's terrifying because it's no longer the case that this crazy woke movement is just a loud, shouty group of left-wing people on Twitter that make you scared to speak. It's not just those guys, right? This is properly entrenched in all of our institutions, and now in the institutions that create the laws that govern us. So this is really, really scary. I mean, I'm sorry, but if you are on a Women and Equalities Committee, yet you think that a bloke in a frock is a woman, you're not a feminist. You should not be on that committee. Get off that committee.
Have you got what it takes to be a reasoned presenter? Well, send us a short clip of yourself to join@reasoned.uk and we might be seeing you on this very channel very soon indeed.